of action. And
Entity of
there's
action.
also other things that we traded in so much of our wealth for these words. And shit, that's why we in the position we
Hold on,
in.
brother. Hold on, brother.
I ain't with talking.
No, I hear what you're saying, but
I with
because
action.
because what they said was the white man came, took our land, and gave us the Bible, right?
Would you
But
agree on the fact that we did own things and we
give me
worked
Micah
great
chapter
and
2.
all of that? You
No,
agree with that, right?
100%,
Okay.
100%. But the thing is, the Bible always belonged to us. Always. We are the people of the book. This is our book. So the laws that's coming out, this is our laws that God wrote to us. The land you talking about is 100%. Watch this.
The book of Micah, chapter 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it.
So they talking about the other nations, the enemy, that they wake up in the morning, they devise evil in their mind of what they going to do. Watch this.
Because it is in the power of their hand.
Because they got the power to do it, right? All the politicians, whatever they might say, you know what, we're going to depress Oakland. We're going to put the drugs in there, smash the place, take over the... You understand what I'm saying?
We give them the power to do it.
But not really. We're going to get to that. Watch this.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
They say they covet fields, meaning what? They want to take over the fields and they take it by violence. That's exactly what happened to us.
We capable of violence too.
We capable of violence, but it's but not on the level that
But
they are.
that ain't true.
Hold
I
on,
won't
hold on.
accept that.
No.
We
What?
just choose not to be as violent as them. If
Yeah.
we turned up the violence
Yeah.
on them the way they did to us,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be about no talking.
But
That's
my
all
brother,
I'm saying.
What's your name? Sensei, right? Why you leaving, bro? Why you leaving? I'm trying to prove your point, but I want to get to a point.
There's things that I know
need
as
to get
well,
to a point.
as far as this book, because we all grew up with it. There's things he talked about
Hold on.
that there's one thing that he didn't say he created, and that was darkness.
He did create darkness. Watch this.
Hold on.
Give me that. Hold on. Where you going, my brother?
Isaiah.
My brother, we gonna help you out because you say he did create darkness. Go ahead. God created. Excellent. Very good. No, not Genesis. I want Isaiah, bro.
I think it's like 43 and 7 or 41 and 7.
Watch this, bro. Right, and then I want you to hold Micah because what the brother said, what they did take lands and all that, but God does this. Watch this. You got
The
what
book
I'm
of Isaiah, chapter 54.
Nope. 40, 45.
Oh, 45.
Let's go. 45, 7.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness.
It says, I form the light and create darkness. Watch this.
I make peace
I make peace. Come on.
and create evil.
And create evil, right? I create the light, the dark, the peace, and the evil. Watch this.
I, the Lord,
I who?
I, the Lord,
I, the Lord.
do all these things.
I, the Lord, do all these things. So God is who created evil. He created good. He created light. He created dark. You understand? So that's what we're trying to tell the brother. Everything that you see on earth is of the Lord. So yes, when the white man came, he did take our land. Yeah, but Satan was created by God. You know that Satan is evil, but you know that he works for God? Did you know that? You didn't know that? Watch this. Give me the book of Job. Watch this. Yeah. Satan works for God. He's an employee of the Lord. That's what you got to understand. Right? Watch this. I want you to get Job chapter 1, right? Hold Job chapter 1, and then give me 1 Peter 5 and 8. Watch this. Because there's a reason why we come out and we tell all the brothers and sisters, don't mess around with drugs. Right? Why? Because you're not going to be in your right frame of mind. And there's a reason behind that. Watch this.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober.
The Lord said, be sober. Why?
Be vigilant.
Because when you're sober, you're going to be vigilant. You're going to be able to pay attention to all things. Right? Come on.
Because your adversary, the devil,
Your adversary, meaning what? Your enemy, who?
the devil,
Go ahead.
as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who he may devour.
Right. So Satan is moving around. You're not going to be able to understand how Satan is coming if you're not sober and being vigilant and paying attention. Now, give me the book of Job chapter 1, right? Watch this. This is verse 6. Right? Now Job, now where we at? Matter of fact, hold on. Where's verse 6? Let me show you something. Listen closely. Watch this.
The book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Now there was a time when the sons of God. What's your name again, bro? Mike. Right? The sons of God are the angels, right? They came to present themselves before God. Because what the angels do, they all down here take a report. Then they got to go back and speak to the Lord, right? So it said this day they came to present themselves before the Lord. Watch this.
And Satan came also among them.
And Satan also came with them, right? So now when the angels are going to talk to God, Satan is also going to speak to the Lord. Watch this.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
Right, so when Satan went to God, God said, yo, Satan, where you been at? He said, I've been walking to and fro in the earth. Remember we read before, it says, Satan shall come as a roaring lion looking for who he's going to devour. That's what he's doing. So he's moving up and down the earth. So God said, Satan, what you doing? I'm moving up and down the earth. Watch this.
And from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
So now God says to him, have you seen my servant Job? Remember, he walking up and down. He said, yo, what in your walks, did you see my servant Job? Listen to what Satan said.
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man,
right.
One that...
So God called Job perfect and upright, meaning he keep the commandments of God. He don't sin. He don't do nothing. All he does is good.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Did you see him, Satan? And watch what Satan said.
One that fears God and escheweth evil. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught?
He said, yeah, he does fear you, but does he fear you for nothing? Watch.
Hast not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side?
Right, so he's saying, God, but listen, you taking care of that man. You gave him money. You gave him a nice wife. You gave him kids. You gave him all this land. You taking care of him. That's why he fear you. That's why he's being good. Because ain't nothing happened to him yet. Watch this.
Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land.
Right.
But put forth thy hand now.
Now Satan is telling God, but Lord, you put forth your hand now. Listen close.
And touch all that he hath.
He's now asking God to touch Job. He wanted him to hurt Job. Notice, this is Satan talking. He didn't say, I'm going to go hurt Job. He said, Lord, you touch Job. Watch this.
And he will curse thee to thy face.
And he said, when you touch him and you take all his stuff, he going to curse you to your face. Listen to what God said.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power.
So now God is telling Satan, listen, all that Job has, I'm going to put it in your power. Now I'm going to give, this is what happens, my brother Mike. When Satan goes to God about you, the Lord said, go ahead, touch Mike. See, that's why we got to be sober. That's what he said to Job. He said, go ahead, you can touch Job now. Watch this.
Only upon himself put not forth thy hand.
He said, but you can't kill him. You can do everything. You can't kill him. Right? Go ahead.
So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. And there was a day.
That was it. So Satan then left. But the point is, Satan got to ask permission. He don't have power on his own. Even though there's evil in the world, they got to go to God to ask him.
You don't mind.
Huh?
He just mind.
No, he's not in your mind. He's a real thing.
Yeah, he's
But
real.
if,
I know he's real.
right, but if you're, that's why I started off
Look.
saying if we're not sober, if we're not being vigilant, if we're not keeping the laws of God, we're not going to understand the wiles of the devil, how Satan comes to us.
Right.
Satan comes in the form of women,
Right.
having a lot of women. You're not married and you sleep with a bunch of women, that's Satan,
Break it out.
right? Satan come in the form of drug use, right? Because now you're not in your right mind.
Right.
Satan is going to come in the form of what? Alcoholism.
Right.
You're not in your right mind.
Bring it out.
Drug dealing.
Bring it out.
Right? All of this madness that's going on, bro. This is where Satan is abounding. So if you're not having the laws of God on your mind, meaning what? Today's the Sabbath day, keep the Sabbath day holy, right? Do not get drunk, right?
Bring it out.
It's all right to drink. The Lord said, yo, I made wine for what? For the merry, to be merry. But we're not supposed to be drunk. Everything in moderation, right? Because we drink, right? After tonight, we sit down, have a little something, drink, have a good time, whatever. But none of us is stumbling up out of there. That's against God's laws. And why? If we drunk, guess what? Or if we high, now we're not.
Especially when we die.
We're not going to see when Satan is coming. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is why we got to hold it down. But yes, the Lord created evil. You got to understand that. All right? Even in the time of Adam, remember Adam was walking perfect, but he already had that wicked heart inside of him. Where's that at? That's Second Ezra 3. Let me get that. Second Ezra 3. So we were already created like that, my brother. You understand what I'm saying? But it's up to us to overcome. Why? Because we got to get the kingdom. When you see what everybody talking about going to heaven, heaven is not going to be up in the sky. Heaven is going to be on earth.
Right.
And in order for us to get that, we have to keep the commandments of God. Right? But watch this. I'm going to show you what you're dealing with. Because see, in church, they never told us this. That's why we didn't know how to move. But when you get the truth of the Bible, you start knowing how to move correctly. You understand? You got what I want?
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 5. And gave us a body unto Adam without soul, which was the works be.
No, give me verse 4.
21.
What is verse 21? Yeah, come on.
Verse 21. For the first Adam, bearing a wicked heart, transgressed, and was overcome. And so be all they that are born of him.
Right, so the first Adam, meaning what? He had a wicked heart and was overcome. What he was overcome with? He was overcome with his wife, right? And her bringing in a different knowledge other than the words of God. And he succumbed to that and he fell. But we're his children. So we got that same thing. You understand? So that's why we got to do what? Keep the laws of God. All right? And who's your father? What tribe you from? Well, you don't know.
Cherokee.
Okay, you're a Native American, so you Gad. So that means what? You from the 12 tribes. All right? And being an Israelite, bro, your job is to keep the commandments, man. You can't move around here like this no more. Like you said, you stop selling drugs. You cannot be taking drugs, bro. You cannot be getting high. You got to stop that. That's why the Lord is saying when we get ourselves together, that's when we're going to get that kingdom.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word.